Hi guys, Jake Wilson here, and today I thought we'd try something a little bit different. I want to convey something of my creative process, and this is going to be a bit of a story. So the other week I came up with this line that I quite liked. It was a kind of mixed interval arpeggio type figure, quite rangy, and in my head I was thinking, okay, this is an E flat super Locrian type line. So let's just quickly look at that line. So the way I was thinking about it at the time was you had your root, your flat 9, your flat 5, and then your 7, your flat 7 in this case, and then your root. And then you kind of repeat the same thing up an octave. To get up the octave, you just need to do a cheeky little slide. So I was playing with this and I quite enjoyed the line, and then it struck me that this line also worked as a Lydian arpeggio, but you have to think of it as an A Lydian sound. So there's this kind of interesting ambiguity about the line that I enjoyed. That meant that I could start using it in my playing quite liberally. So I got around using that in all kinds of contexts. So if this line works over Lydian, it could also work over something like Dorian and work quite well. But it started to occur to me that it could also work over a kind of half-whole diminished tonality. So if you watched the video I made recently about the diminished line I developed, you'll now be aware that you can just move these things by minor thirds and they still work within that tonality. Now with this particular line, it's much, much easier to play just for the fingering to go down in minor thirds. So I like that sequence. That was something that really appealed to me, and I thought, oh, that'd be cool. Let's try harmonizing it. And immediately I thought, well, we can just use the half whole thing and keep it static. And then I thought, no, you can go loads of different ways with this. So I thought I'd try out a couple and just experiment with it. Let's just try working with the key centers that it's suggesting. And all of a sudden, the Lydian sound started to become more apparent to me. So I gave that a go. So after trying that, I then remembered that actually this started as a super Locrian line. And I realized that actually with melodic minor modes, they're pretty interchangeable. So this would work over tons of different melodic minor type sounds. So I thought, well, I like the Lydian sound, so why not try it with Lydian dominant sounds moving down in minor thirds? So not satisfied with just playing this from the low E, I decided that I needed to have another way of playing this line and to just try out some different sort of tonalities, because sometimes starting in different places gives you different orchestrational opportunities, because that's sort of just where my brain was going at this point. So I worked out this fingering. So this is how it would go in E flat, but we're going to move it around in a second. And then I realized that I'd need to change the fingering a bit to accommodate for the major third interval between the G and the B strings. So we have to go on the way down. We have to make sure we plant that finger. And then it occurred to me that I could really exploit the beautiful, ambiguous nature of this line and just combine the different harmonic contexts that this line could exist in to create something a little bit more complex and unpredictable. And yeah, play around with the orchestration and do all that sort of thing. So that was really, really good fun to do. So you might be asking, okay, what's the point of going through all of this process? And for me, there are a couple of things that kind of stand out. So one of the things that I thought was really important was that the idea that ambiguous materials, harmonically speaking, can do so many cool things that that's something that I like to exploit. And I worked out that I've done that quite a bit in my writing. And the other, perhaps more important thing that occurred to me about this process was that there's probably lots of stuff in my existing vocabulary that I haven't done, I haven't taken through the ringer, if you like. So I think what I'm going to do from now on is try to just reimagine my existing vocabulary in different harmonic contexts and see if it fits. And hopefully what that'll give me is more options around the fretboard when it comes to playing in various harmonic contexts. So I'm quite excited to move my playing forward in that way and try and make some more vocabulary out of what I already have. Of course, I'm not even scratching the surface of all of the things that you could do with this line, and I've only done one cycle, and I've just limited myself to running the arpeggio up and down without any stops, without any rhythmic stuff, or there's so much more that you could do with this, and I would encourage you to do so. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. If this is the sort of content you'd like to see more of, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm always really happy to respond to any queries that you guys have. I've just got to say, the response to this latest run of videos has been really positive. So thanks so much for watching, and thanks for subscribing and all that sort of thing. Really, really appreciated. As always, in the description is a link to my JTC products where I go through this kind of thing, but in loads and loads of detail. So I hope you check those out. Thanks again, and take it easy.